WAYNESUCKS.
News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk with Neil, call 751-WIOD in Dade, 524-WIOD in Broward. Outside the 305 area code, it's toll-free, 1-800-944-WIOD. And Cellular One customers can call pound IOD at no charge. Now, The Neil Rogers Show on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD.
Hi, this is G. Gordon Liddy, and they don't come any worse than Neil Rogers.
Steven Seagal tore up a screen in Under Siege.
Wow, you blew all those terrorists away. Are you a Green Beret?
No, I'm a cook.
Now, the cook is back in a heart-stopping sequel.
Hey, who are you?
I'm just the cook.
Well, cook this 3-bean salad blows.
What do you mean?
It's bland, it's tasteless, it's boring.
Well, maybe this will spice things up for you. Anybody else have a problem with the food?
No, food is all right. Food is good.
Steven Seagal returns in the sequel to Under Siege, Under Seasoned.
Okay, so I'm not a very good cook, but I still have my pride.
You'll eat what he puts in front of you, and you'll like it. Under Seasoned, coming soon to a theater near you.
Okay, 12:07 at WIOD. Happy Monday to you. Here's Miami Beach. Hello. Miami Beach.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I called about an eyeglass emporium for you. It's down.
Eyeglass Emporium?
Yeah, 41st.
Joint?
It's a discount eyeglass place that's been there for years.
Yeah.
My son works there, and they'll give you a hell of a deal.
Discount? You mean like for $1.50?
No, they got $200 and $300 glasses, but you get them at the right price.
Yeah.
And, if you go down there, just ask for Jeff or Aaron, and they'll do a hell of a job for you.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Okay. I'll stop there on the way to Schleumy's. We have 2 open lines. What are you laughing about? Everybody's going to Schleumy's. I better go out there and get the good stuff before it's all sold out. That special Atkins bread that they got on special sale today for like 50 cents a loaf. And they were working like feverishly all morning. They said till noon we're going to be baking up a storm, and then we're putting it on sale 50 cents a loaf. First come, first served, and to go off half-baked is what they said. 2 open lines in Dade County, 751-9463. 751, he's eating macadamia nuts right there on the air. He's chewing them. He's loving them. They're good. They're from Hawaii. These are the Mauna Loa, the real good ones from Hawaii. The real nuts. Here's Miami on the purple line. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did you get the Atkins cookbook?
No, I did not.
I just got it. It is fabulous.
I'm not Nellie the chef. I don't go cooking.
Well, a lot of the stuff is pretty easy to prepare. It just adds a little variety to the diet. After a while, you could just go crazy with hamburgers and steaks and like that. I know it sounds funny, but, it gets a little boring. What
It
I
is
really
boring. It's boring now that I can't even have my cheese.
What I really called about was a letter to the editorial in Saturday's paper about some lady who got lost in the Miami Design District.
Yeah.
And she pulled over to look at her map so she wouldn't get lost any worse than she was in a pretty bad area. And a cop stopped and not only did not give her directions, wrote her a ticket for being in a loading zone.
Nice.
The best.
Welcome to Miami, ma'am.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Neil, have a good one.
Okay, thanks a lot. Open line on the purple line, pound IOD, 1 in Dade, 2 on the green lines, 4 in Jupiter. Jupiter's gone. Told you they're all open in Jupiter, okay? You should only croak up there in Jupiter, okay, for calling us and not hanging on. You shameful piece of walking turd on 2 legs. Here's Tamarack. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
We just got back from L.A.
Okay.
And we took the drive from Bundy to Rockingham.
Uh-huh.
Takes maybe 5 minutes if you know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So if he has an alibi that he got, took him too long to drive from point A to point B, he's full of you-know-what.
I killed Nicole.
And one last thing.
Yeah.
We took American Airlines, from L.A. to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't fly very often. I don't know if you see this when you go to Europe. But they make an announcement that when you board the plane, they're going to allow people who are handicapped first class and people...
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Everybody got up. We were like...
You know something? I'm going to tell you, I'm glad you brought this up, because I travel a lot.
We don't.
I am so sick and tired of these airlines who just let the public, I guess because they were, most of them been losing a lot of money, and they don't want to piss anybody off. They just let the public do whatever the hell they want. They make the pre-boarding announcement. In fact, lately, a lot of the planes I've been on, they make a pre-boarding announcement and they never make another announcement. They don't even call any rows because everybody just gets up and gets on a plane.
That's exactly
all
what
they
happened.
have to do is one, and you see what happens is you get on a plane, if like you're in the first 15 rows, and you discover that there's all these very healthy-looking people who are already on there, and they got the overheads all filled up, and they're already got on ahead of you, and they don't belong on there.
Exactly. We waited 20 minutes, or at least, till the line finally disappeared.
If they would start enforcing that and say, look, if you're like obviously got a handicap or you're traveling with small children, you and the first-class people, you can pre-board. Otherwise, go sit down. Like Judge Ito said, sit down. Okay?
I didn't fly
Period.
first class, but the first class people were screaming about that. I finally got up. We were in row 30-something. I handed the tickets. I said, did I miss the announcement about row 30 to 50?
Yeah.
She says, no, this happens all the time. We have to make this announcement.
Because they won't enforce it.
That's
and if they would
exactly
enforce it, they could board the planes in half the time because the whole idea of boarding it from the rear is to get the people in the back so they don't stand in the middle of the plane and block everybody off. I was on a plane the other day, and so help me God, there was a woman, I should have shot her ass. She was standing there potchking around very close to the front of the plane, and we were like, in row 25, whatever, way back toward the back of the plane. And, and I'm looking at the people behind me. I'm standing right behind this bitch, and some other woman is trying to help her. She's carrying, first of all, there's only supposed to be 2 pieces of carry-on. She's got a whole crap load that she's got on this cart, okay? And if the airlines don't start enforcing this, people are going to start a rebellion. They're going to start walking to wherever they're going.
You got it. That's exactly it.
It may take a lot longer or just swim there, but at least it won't have all the aggravation.
Yeah, there was a lady in a wheelchair. She couldn't get on.
Right, exactly, because all these other handicapped people who need extra time or whatever, all these healthy, living and breathing young people, they're slipping through on there, and the goddamn airlines won't enforce it. You people suck that let that go on.
And one last thing, because this was pretty funny. We're in that L.A. airport. They made an announcement for Jose Lopez to come to the ticket counter.
And 45 people showed up.
Exactly.
Okay, pal.
Have a good day.
Have a great time. Yeah, they were in Miami, and they asked for Julio Martinez to show up, and 4,000 people got online. We have an open line in Dade, 751-WIOD. This business, you people with the airlines, you better get with it, man, I'm telling you. Because, see, once upon a time, they used to enforce it. And they would keep making the announcements, and they would say, now, we're only boarding at this time infants, people traveling with infants and small children, and people who need extra time who have got handicap. People who are on the verge of a heart attack. And believe me, the way they're doing it now, it's a miracle most of us aren't on the verge of a heart attack because it's just chaos, and everybody just gets on, and they go whenever the hell they please. And then they're all standing all over the plane, all over the place, blocking off all the aisle and sticking their stuff in the overhead. There are 85 pieces of carry-on, which is only supposed to be 2. And I think the airlines are scared crapless because they're afraid they're going to lose a customer. They don't want to piss anybody off. God forbid they should tell anybody to sit down and shut up until it's their turn. And you think it's bad here, you ought to see the way Alitalia boards their flights in Rome. Then you'd really pee your pants. See, with the Italians, they're wonderful people, but a little bit of chaos they kind of like. So when they get the indication, when the person steps into place that's going to start looking at the boarding passes, everybody gets up. 300 people get up, and they all start like pushing and elbowing. It's a miracle half of them aren't in the goddamn penalty box. It's 12:14 at WIOD.
610 WIOD. News to keep you informed. Talk to make you laugh your ass off.
What's this obsession with hokey?
America's favorite Black Private Dick returns, but this time he's fighting crime, 90s style. Richard Roundtree is Shaft in cyberspace.
Who's the cat that won't log out when there's syntax all about?
Shaft?
Click on. They say the Shaft's a bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
I'm just booting up Shaft.
And he can scan it.
Yes, he's right on and online. It's Shaft in cyberspace. Downloading soon at a PC near you.
Shoot them in the leg.
Okay, good idea. 12:18 at WIOD, and I just finished with my nuts. Whole bottle. There you go, right in the wastebasket. Well, that's 28 grams of carbs. That's too many. But what if I don't eat anything the rest of the day? I got an idea. What if I just eat my diet Jell-O the rest of the day? You know, the stuff with the NutraSweet in there? I bet you anything I'll get on the scale tomorrow and lose weight. You want to bet? You want to make a bet? I guarantee it. I won't make it up either. I'll tell you the MS. I guarantee I'm going to have diet Jell-O. I ate my things, and I'm going to cut out the meat the rest, just as an experiment. Oh, by the way, those of you who are very frustrated because you like a little pasta sauce on your whatever, maybe like on your burgers, on your meat. Yeah, I mean, that's unusual, but there are people out there who like a little bit of that tomato taste. Shloimeh's not only has that great bread from the Atkins recipe book, they've also got carbohydrate-free tomato sauce. Shloimeh's, 197 400 East Hallandale Beach Boulevard. What are you laughing about? It's a lot of numbers, but that's the address.
You're just going to overwhelm Shloimeh over there, you know. I don't
well,
think we're
that's
ready
too
for
bad, okay? They were baking up a storm all morning. They're ready for the big push. 197 400 East Hallandale Beach Boulevard. I'd get there before they run out, especially that sauce. Mamma mia, it's supposed to be the best. They got this little Italian guy in there, squeezes it fresh. Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Neil, I just thought you might appreciate this.
Okay.
Where your tax dollars are going. I just drove down A1A about a mile north of Oakland Park Boulevard.
Yeah.
And there's this gorgeous redhead standing out there. So I looked and saw somebody pull over, and she asked the guy, pointed to the parking lot, and she walked over to the car, spent a minute at the car, and about 20 seconds later, about 8 police cars pulled up.
Oh, it couldn't be another one of those decoy hookers, could it?
No, not too bad. I mean, good-looking piece, good-looking head, but unbelievable. I hung around here for about 10 minutes. They got 5 guys.
Great.
They're averaging one every 2 minutes.
Where was this?
Just about a mile north of Oakland Park on A1A in front of the Mark 2100.
Great. Thanks for the warning, pal.
You got it.
Okay.
Bye.
Remember once upon a time they were doing that in the daytime hours during the show up here on Biscayne somewhere? That's original. And anybody sees any of that sting crap with the undercover hookers going on, with the plainclothes hooker, faker, cop, whatever, that decoys, call in immediately on this station and we will put it on the air anytime, morning, noon, and night. And they hate us like poison for that, but too bad. That's not police work, okay? If you want to do something about it, legalize prostitution, but quit crapping around with people's lives. And then they got to stick their name in the paper the next day, and this one's a school teacher, and this one's the vice president of some goddamn prestigious bank, and this one runs an eyeglass place. Oh, like I said, keep up the good work, guys. Runs an eyeglass place. I mean, you can't complain about quality in Florida, because basically there ain't any. Schlock. Schlock is our middle name. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir?
Love your show, man.
Uh-huh.
I was in Canada a couple of days ago.
Yeah, man.
It's nice, man.
Yeah.
Jennifer, what she look like?
She's got like 2 eyes, one on each side of her nose, and 2 lips, and a chin, and hair, and 2 legs. We have an open line at Dade, 751, 1 on the purple line, and not only that, pal, but you got no chance with her. Trust me when I tell you. 1222. She's not into that Rasta meat. 1222 at WIOD.
I laugh. 610 WIOD. Still the central characters of Larry King's nightmares.
Gee, Marge, these hot dogs are the best. Pass the mustard, will you?
You know, hot dogs are more popular than ever. Sometimes you can't even find them in the stores, and all that popularity drives up prices. By the end of this month, wholesale prices for hot dogs could be up at least 12 cents a metric ton.
That's highway robbery!
He's right, but you can do something about this price gouging thanks to the Craftmatic Weenie people. Just call our 800 number and we'll send you everything you need to make hot dogs in your own backyard.
Wow, look at this, Marge. I just made a hot dog that's 8 feet long.
You'll receive the snouts, the lips, the pancreas, and kidneys. You'll get the tail, hooves, ears, eyeballs, and sockets. We'll even throw in a bunch of those little white things you see every time you bite into a top-quality weenie.
Look, Marge, I made a hot dog 12 feet long.
You'll also receive hatchets, cleavers, snips, gougers, and heavy-duty grinders, plus rubber apron, hat, and safety goggles. So don't be ripped off when you could be having the time of your life.
Look, Marge, I made a hot dog 16 feet long.
Order your Craftmatic Weenie Kit today. 16-foot bun sold separately.
1226 at WID. You'll never guess what I just found.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Get up.
I can't get up.
Get up.
I've fallen.
Stay on the scene.
I can't get up.
Sex machine.
I can't get up.
Get up.
Fallen.
Get up.
Fallen.
Stay on the scene.
I can't get up.
Sex machine. Get on up.
I'm having chest pain.
Chest pain.
Boy.
Get up. Get up. Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up.
Get up.
Get on up. You said.
Get up.
You said you got.
Get
I don't think she's gonna. 12:27 at WIOD, so after scouring this damn studio, I finally found that. You're welcome, by the way, whoever called about, 4, 5, 8 hours ago? What we're doing for you. I really should read this memo on the air. I don't care whether it says not for broadcast anyway. It is the most stupid, idiotic piece of swill. And then, you come in here and you look through the copy file, and it's the same stuff. Even Ben Franklin would be embarrassed by the stuff. In fact, before he was born is when most of the stuff was written. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Neil Rogers, please.
Speaking.
Mr. Rogers?
Oh, God, I love these guys that are like setting up the material. They got their tape playing, and they got their little act they're putting on, and they're on the air for like about 2 seconds. Open line at Dade, 751, 1 in Broward, 524. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I just returned from vacation. I thought I'd give you a call here.
Give me a report?
Yeah, give you a little report on it.
Yes.
Went to Costa Rica, San Jose. We were pulling it and pushing it. We had a great time down there.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful country. Wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling.
Yeah.
It was the best. It really was the best to get out of town for a little while and see a little bit of the country.
Not for me.
It was nice. Oh, no, I'm not telling
me.
you. I know you like your countries. We like ours.
Well, no, that's great. I'm glad you had a good time. I just am not into Latin America at all. At all. Not at all.
Well, we
at
really...
all.
One other thing, before we left, I thought I'd get a little book to read on the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what book I went to go get. And,
yeah, the diet book, of course.
Of course. No, I went to 4 or 5 different bookstores, and, of course, nobody had the book. Come to the Sawgrass on that Saturday to pick it up.
Right.
I went out there the day before. They wouldn't sell it to me. They were holding them for the big promotion on Saturday.
Right.
So
they wouldn't sell you just one?
No. They had 750 for Saturday. So I had to come back on Saturday to...
They wound up having 1,300 of them.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to take a little ride out there and just a little call to welcome myself back and let you know we're all listening to you.
Okay, I'm glad you're welcome.
One other thing, if I may.
Yes?
Little Gary, Redneck Bob, Major League Douchebags.
Okay.
See ya.
I'll do whatever. No Latin America for me, okay? I'm just not into barbarism. We have an open line. Oh, I'm sure Costa Rica is beautiful and very peaceful and very calm, etc. If I want to see someplace beautiful and tranquil, I'll go to Hawaii. Beautiful. I mean, just breathtaking. Crowded on Waikiki, yes, but like lots of living and breathing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a combination of everything. And anybody here, years ago when I used to go there, I went there 6 times to Hawaii. And people would say to me, what do you want to go to Hawaii for? You live in Florida. It's just like Florida with the palm trees. Same the ocean, the palm trees. And I would just laugh myself silly. You little simpleton, parochial asshole, you. I know there are other people that want to go like to Maui and they go to the Big Island and they want to see the lush forest and the scenery. Oh, great. Whatever you like, okay? It's your money. It's your vacation time. If that pleases you, I'm happy. When you live here, generally speaking, you like to go somewhere where there's some living people, where there's somebody under the age of 100, somebody who just might speak English, somebody who looks like a living and breathing person with all the body parts in the right place, and where it's also a great place with a great climate and the trade winds and just all great food, whatever you want. In fact, I bet you they have macadamia nuts there. Anyway, we got 2 open lines in Broward. 5, at least somebody's got nuts.
And my biggest problem is I don't have enough balls.
5249463 in Broward and 2 on the green lines. And another tragic, tragic Monday in the desperate city. It is so desperate as we continue to search. The thing with the glasses is really pissing me off. You know what? You know what I think I'm going to do? Just because I'm in that kind of a mood and I got a real hair up my ass today? I'm going to go to that place on the corner of University and Sunrise where I bought these. And I'm going to seek out especially that big, nasty bitch, the one I cannot stand. She's got a personality like Hitler on a bad day. And I'm going to make them make these right, okay? I bought the frames there. I bought the lenses there. I don't know how many pair of glasses I've bought there. I've spent beaucoup cash there, and they're going to make it right. Instead of just, it's like me with a watch. I'll show you what a schmuck I am. You get these battery which Seiko now has a new watch out that's got a lifetime battery in it. Like one of those sun jobs, and you never have to replace it. With me, I get these stupid watches, and when the battery dies about a year and a half later, I just put it in a thing, in a drawer somewhere, and I go out and buy a new watch. That's pretty lazy, isn't it? I mean, that's just stupid.
Or you can do what I do and get a nice battery from Freddy's and then put it in your watch, and it still doesn't work, so you still have to go out and buy a new watch like I had to do over the weekend.
Why didn't it work?
Because I guess I don't know what I'm doing.
Why didn't you have Freddie put it in?
Because I didn't have the watch with me at the time.
So why didn't you take the watch and go back to Freddie and have him put the battery in?
I schlep all the way back to the Sawgrass when I can just go to Sears down the corner and get a new watch.
See what I mean? Just like me, lazy as dirt. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, did you hear what happened to those carjackers in Broward?
No.
Oh, man. They go to carjack this guy in a Lexus, and they put a gun to his head, and they put him in the trunk.
Yeah.
So they're driving off a couple miles out, and they hear some noises in the trunk, and they get off, and they thought he had a cellular phone with him. So they open the trunk, and the guy has 2 revolvers pointed at them. And they're shooting away.
All right.
That's one for the good guy.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Beautiful.
All right, just called to tell you that.
Thanks for the good news, pal. Chalk up one for the good guys, or the good guys. See, it goes to show you, keep some loaded weapons in your trunk at all times, and if you have a vet, I guess you got a little problem. Stick them under the seat. We have an open line on the green line, 1-800-944-9463. Here's a mobile in Houston likely story. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
I listened to you for 2 months. I was down there at Broward County's finest, and y'all wouldn't accept a collect call from me.
Yeah.
I got out last Thursday, flew back home, and just wanted to call and let you know I thought you had a great show. Got half the people there in Broward Jail listening to you.
All right. That's
So,
great.
Great show.
What'd you do, kill a couple people while you're here? Something minor like that?
No, I had a drug problem.
Oh.
And the judge just thought I should spend a few days there.
Yeah, to think about it.
Yeah, but talk radio out here, or entertaining talk radio, we have none in Houston. There is none at all.
Well, I bet you got that fat Nazi on the air over there. You probably got lard ass on some station. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, like I said, we have no talk radio out here at all.
Exactly. I couldn't put it better myself.
But once I got home, I wanted to give you a call back and let you know I appreciated listening to you the 2 months I was there, and you had a great show, and hopefully, no, I'll never make it back down that way, but keep it going.
If you're lucky.
No, never come back.
Okay, pal.
Thank you, Neil.
Good choice. Have a great life.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, there we go. There's a guy that's going to have a good life because he ain't coming back here. This is hell. It's hell on earth. And, yeah, they pay me a lot of money, and that's the only reason I show up, and it's the only reason I stay in this place. And I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. I'm not going to blue sky it. It sucks here. It blows. It's a yokel town. It's a nickel and dime, yokel, make-believe, fantasy kind of a town. It could be paradise, but the politicians, the people, it's just, it's sad. Sad. How come Mo Green didn't come here instead of Vegas? He went to somewhere that was like wilderness out in the middle of nowhere. Why didn't he come here, for Christ's sakes? How come goddamn Michael Corleone had to go out there to goddamn Vegas with Fredo? Couldn't come to Florida? For crying out loud, Meyer Lansky lived right up the street here. What the hell was wrong with him? Too much walking that dog. Too much monkey business, I think, with that bitch. The dog, I mean. 12:35 at WIOD.
610 WIOD. Burning up phone lines all over South Florida.
Oh, Neil, my queen. God.
Bud. Wise. 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 Bud. Wise.
Budweiser. Beer so crappy, it makes even algae-covered frogs sick.
1240 at WIOD. That is the best. I mean, if they don't... one thing about overkill, my God, if they haven't shown that spot 40 million times in the last 5 minutes with the three frogs, and I keep telling... Every time I see that spot, I can't stand it. I always yell back to the screen.
Regresa a Canadá, judío bastardo.
Exactly. Those damn frogs. Where are we going? We're going to a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Neil, how are you?
Okay, sir.
Just started listening today. I heard about your glasses incident. The store you purchased it at, I don't know if you knew this or not, it's closing for good on Saturday.
Are they really?
Yeah.
On the corner of University and Sunrise?
Yeah, it rhymes with Earl as a Monroe.
Oh, is it called Pearl?
That's the one, the big horse one.
What did they used to be?
I don't know. It's been Pearl for quite a while.
Oh, see, I all got it backward. I thought they used to be Pearl and now there's something else.
No,
and I guess they used to be
You
something
know what,
else.
they go under another Eye Lab sometime.
Yeah.
But that store lost their lease, they're out, and you'd be happy to know that all the personnel in the store, they didn't get transferred, they all got canned.
Oh, that one nasty bitch. It couldn't happen to a nicer person.
The tubby one with the white hair?
I don't know what color her hair is, but boy, she is just nasty.
Yeah, she's a nasty son of a bitch.
Yep.
Well, if you want them fixed, you better go before Saturday, because they're moving it on out.
I will be there this afternoon, and now that you give me that information, I'm really going to make their life miserable.
That's it. Have a good one.
Thanks for the good news.
You got it.
See ya. Told you there's a God. We have an open line at Broward, 524-9463, 524-WIOD. How's Schleimy's doing, by the way? 197 400 East Hallandale Beach Boulevard. I bet you they're lined up from here all the way to goddamn St. Augustine just to get that incredible bread. The Dr. Atkins bread, no carbohydrates, and that fantastic tomato sauce right from Italy with that special secret process, whatever the hell it is, no carbs, 0 carbs. I don't know what you're going to put it on. Maybe just, just drink it right out of the bottle would be good. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay, sir.
Okay, first of all, I just have a question for you.
Yes.
Because I'm leaving here. I'm going to go back to Gainesville to school.
Yeah.
And you can't beat that gator meat. But
well, go back to Gainesville when?
I got to go back to school in 2 weeks.
Oh, in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I like 2 more weeks to listen to you.
Right.
But I have a question. Are you broadcasted anywhere up there?
No.
Because I can only because I went surfing one time up in Melbourne and I picked you up there, but that was the furthest I could get.
Yeah.
So you're not syndicated anywhere else?
Unfortunately.
Man. Okay, and one more thing. Did you see in the local section of the Sun Sentinel that they want to ban skateboards and the rollerbladers from the Strip?
Oh, of course. We want to ban everything. It's just like on South Beach where we have the cruising law now because the kids were cruising up and down the Strip, and that's against the law. So they're marking their tires and whatever else they're doing. And now we want to ban skateboards because guess what? Old people don't do that stuff.
Like them. Exactly. Just like spring break.
Exactly.
They're killing this place.
Kill all the young people. Get them out of here. That's what they want.
Lucky I'm getting out of here, man.
You can say that again. And if you're smart, you won't come back just to collect your laundry.
All right,
Can't beat that gator meat.
Good luck, pal.
Great, thank you, bye.
See ya.
Yes, we don't want those nasty teenagers and those young people with their rollerblades and their surfboards and with their boogie boards and with their boogie woogie and with those T-shirts. You old people have destroyed this town, baby. Once upon a time, this used to be almost a goddamn fun place to live and play and work and vacation and whatever. And the old people have been allowed to take over this goddamn place. Old people and boat people. And I say a pox on both of them. That's what I say. You mother-scratching bastards, you miserable, disgusting old farts. God almighty, can you imagine if you could sell toe jam by the pound, you could retire here. You can smell the death a mile away. Another thing I like about this town is that it's got a world-class transit system, too. You go to Boston, you go to Toronto, you go to a real city, New York, and they got a great subway system. You come here, good luck, Pally. Get a car, get a beat-up old jalopy, get a piece of crap car, and go out there on the road and kill somebody, or give it your goddamn best. World-class city. You jackasses, you clowns, you phony baloney, Chamber of Commerce lying sons of bitches. You idiots at the newspapers with your stupid editorials. There's no crime here, it's just a perception of crime. It's just like that Eddie Schmendrick there, Eddie Brown. He didn't get shot in the arm. He just perceived he got shot in the arm. He's just standing out there having a little confab with his buddy, 5:30 in the morning in Miramar. What's he doing out there having a confab on the street, 5:30 in the morning, I wonder? He maybe planning on going downtown, Eddie Brown. What that all about? Here's North Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Important spy report.
Yes.
Spy report. I've seen this happening several times.
Yes.
And I did a little investigating the other night. Location, Hollywood Book and Video, and 441, about a couple of miles north of County Line Road.
Yeah.
Nothing happening inside the store, but I've seen this red Corvette parked outside, convertible, brand new.
Yeah.
Extremely good-looking guy in the car, very friendly. Now, I go there...
Too friendly.
Yeah, very friendly. I go there several times to return and rent tapes. I go in and out, nothing. I don't respond. So finally, last Saturday night, I decide that I'm going to just see what's going on. So I go ahead, and when I leave, I park about a block away across the street, and I just watch. Well, finally, he hooked somebody. I noticed also that he had one of those little badges on his license plate, badges.
Yeah.
Well, this
Stinking
guy,
badges, huh?
Yes, stinking badges. This guy on a Volvo, actually, he bit.
In a Volvo?
In a Volvo. He obviously bit. He
bit it?
Oh, he bit it all right.
Yeah.
The Corvette takes off. The guy follows. And about a block behind, I follow. They go about 2 blocks behind the bookstore. They go into an alley. And I just wait about, half a block away, just park looking. And all of a sudden, about 3 police cars just descend in the alley.
Wow, what a surprise.
Uh-huh. Boy, was I ever glad I didn't even say hello.
Yeah.
So I guess our fine gentlemen of the Hollywood Police Department are really taking care of business.
Oh, yeah, up in Deerfield, too. Norm Kent was telling me the other day about up in Deerfield. He's got all these clients. The same thing is going on. They go to, I forget exactly where it's taking place, but they're like, we send these real good-looking young guys, cops, dressed provocatively, real tight clothing, and they pick up these guys, and then they're busting people, not even for doing anything, but for proposing. For example, one of his clients invited a guy to come back to his house and do something, not in public or anything like that, but invited him to come back to the house and do something, and they arrested him, solicitation of a lewd act.
Exactly.
Because in the state of Florida, if you want to really get right to it, sodomy covers anything, well, the whole deal with that.
Oh, yeah.
Anything and everything.
And I can tell you, this guy that got nabbed that night, there's nothing that could have gone on. It wasn't even like 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when
It depends on how fast he was.
I've seen this red Corvette parked in the parking lot there, flirting around, and I just happened to, on the second time that I saw him there on a night, I looked and I saw that there was the
I'll
tag.
bet you did, yeah.
And the tag had that little police badge, so I said, this smells,
Yeah, something stinks.
Yeah, so I just parked, and like I said, I followed
You smell
him.
that pork a million miles away.
I tell you, man, it's just amazing. The goose steppers are out, man.
Yep.
Okay, Neil, just thought I
Squeeze
warned
that
everybody.
passport, amigo.
Parking lot, Hollywood Book and Video.
And if you're smart, don't squeeze anything else.
2 miles north of County Line Road. Beware.
Thanks. Muchas gracias.
Okay, guys.
See ya. There we go. They're out there again, entrapping and destroying people's lives and screwing around because, God, we all know sex is evil. And hallelujah, thank God for all those good, squeaky clean young Republicans on college campuses everywhere from coast to coast painting those nice little swastikas on their foreheads. 1249 at WIOD.
It started with a low-speed freeway chase, and it's been that way ever since. The People versus O.J. Simpson.
Could he then, with his right hand holding a knife, slit her throat?
Given a stationary hypothetical, as you have said, yes, I believe that would be possible.
Jennifer Rem keeps an eye on O.J. and brings you the latest every hour. Like sands through the hourglass. The best news with Jennifer Rem on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD. 610 WIOD. Learning to be humble, but not making much progress.
Men in chains, just the way I like them.
Some stations give you cars. Some stations give you cash. But this station is going to give you the one thing you want most. Chicks. And lots of them. That's right. We're going to turn you into a babe magnet. You'll have women hanging off every limb. Just be the 10th caller when you hear this sound. And we'll surgically implant a high-powered magnet in your forehead that'll generate a powerful electromagnetic field. The next time you go out, any woman wearing metal within a 25-foot radius will be instantly attracted to you. Literally. Yes, they'll be screaming and flailing as they hurtle through the air toward you. And there won't be a damn thing they can do about it. Because you'll be a babe magnet, and they can't help being stuck on you.
This station accepts no responsibility for other objects containing metal that may also become stuck on you, including anvils, rail spikes, kitchen appliances, and pimply teenage boys with braces.
You'll be a babe magnet, and you'll be able to post notes on the refrigerator with your forehead. Keep listening for your chance to win.
1253 at WIOD. 2 open lines in Dade. 751. 1 in Broward. Green line, blue line, yellow line, orange line, lime line. Here's Miami Beach. Hello.
Hi, Neil. Good afternoon. See, 2 things. I don't want to change your mind about Latin America, but this one country we'd like to go is Argentina.
Oh, forget that.
Believe
It's
me.
all the Nazis are hiding out.
Oh, look, I'm Jewish, okay? I never have any problems.
Mm-hmm.
The beautiful country there.
I hear you can't beat their meat.
Believe me, the best meat, the best ski resort, the best people, all European.
Argentina?
I'm not going to change your mind about it. I'm gonna
Too far away.
Don't worry about it. It's only 8 hours. You take Aerolíneas Argentina 747.
Aerolíneas Argentinas?
Argentina.
Sí.
Okay, I called you regarding, I went to this weekend to Biloxi.
Biloxi, Mississippi?
Right.
What the hell did you go there for?
Unbelievable. It's Las Vegas right now, this place.
Oh, because of the gambling. Now I got it.
Unbelievable. You have
Exactly. Why the hell would anybody go there? Because they got gambling, unlike
you have
us.
no idea. This is a dead city. Last year, right now, it's a casino. So I went to Grand Hotel. Look like this MGM Grand in
Boy,
Las
that
Vegas.
Nick is looking good today, baby. I'll tell you that. What is it?
It's in the Grand Hotel.
Man.
Incredible. You know how many
Yeah, I
people...
agree with that.
So I went there to hotel.
Wow.
They have
What
no
the hell happened to
room.
him?
They have no room for Friday
He
and
sure
Saturday.
got healed up real good.
I have to fight with the people to get a room, and $109 a night. And I spend a little money, but beautiful. The food is incredible, good. The Southern hospitality, they nice. They have a nice beaches, and they open a casino all
Nice
over
bitches?
there. No, the beaches. Nice.
Oh, beaches, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sometimes my accent.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of guys
Argentinian
out there
accent,
looking for
yeah.
some nice bitches, yeah.
And
heat.
I asked the people in the hotel, and they said, we just opened last year. 4,700 people.
Incredible.
Okay? They're working there in the Grand Hotel.
Yeah.
So it's only one.
Well,
And
thank God we don't got that here, man.
Well, believe me.
Because we don't want people having too good of a time.
I don't understand it. I don't understand. This belongs here.
How long have you been here?
Here, 15 years.
Well, then you should understand it.
I understand.
The
Well,
people here are not supposed to have a good time. You're supposed to be just like them and have a bad time. Every day when you get up in the morning, you should be suicidal. That's what Miami's all about.
This is a bunch of old people.
Exactly. It's a
Okay.
bunch of dead people walking around taking up space that could be used by living people.
Neil, I like you. You're one of the most intelligent American people that I haven't seen.
Damn right.
Believe me, I like you. You say the other day something that is very true. America export all the garbage. McDonald's, Burger King.
that's right.
What we got now.
You know what the name of the game in America is? Mediocrity. The more mediocre it is, the more Americans gravitate to it. They love it. Mediocrity and violence. That's all they know about.
True.
Have a great life, Pally.
Thank you.
See you in Biloxi.
See you. Bye.
Okay. What a sad comment that is. We got people spending their money got to go to Biloxi, Mississippi, because that's where they have to go to have a good time. How do you like that? And I don't care what you say, Amy's got a beak.
It's all right.
No, it's not all right. You know, I was noticing that the other day. I was on a plane somewhere, and, you know, you look at people and you see the distinguishing feature in their puss is their nose. Do you know how many people with... I'm not talking about nose jobs, because people with nose jobs, you can sniff them out a million miles away. They look ridiculous, and they start drooping in, and they got one nostril where their ass is supposed to be. Forget about that. But that's the one thing that nature really plays with havoc with your life. If you got a good nose, the chances are you really look good. If you got a screwed-up nose like most of us, you're probably pretty damn ugly, like most of us. Day lines wide open, baby. 751, all three of them now. Man, the energy that this man has to put out day after day. We at least haven't had to resort to music yet today. It's almost 1 o'clock. No Luis, we haven't had to wind up his chain today. But boy, it's getting pretty damn close. Here you go. Here's your little connection to life right here, man, and you're just letting it slip right away. That's the sad part. You're letting it slip right out of your hands, baby. Fort Lauderdale, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Okay.
Listen, I've never called you before.
Why not?
But I don't know, because every time I'm driving in my car, I can't call you. But anyway...
Okay, right away. Never called me before, and the 10th word out of his mouth is shot. How do you like that? Isn't that great? There's a great guy right there. Never called me before. His one chance to stand out in the sunshine and be a human being, and he utters crap right on the air. Poor Andy wishes he could take one himself, and this guy's talking about it. 2 open lines in Broward, 524-9463, 524-WIOD. And let me say it again. Shame on you pathetic juvenile little leaguers over there at QAM. Wasn't bad enough trying to rip me off. Now trying to rip off Phil Henry and do shtick and have fake guests on. Oh, Jesus. Man, you talk about embarrassment. I guess there is no embarrassment factor over there at all. That's why they had to bring all these 10-year-old kids in from broadcast school. Here's a mobile at Doral. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you touched on this. Did you see yesterday's interview with Hypinga, with Tony?
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
Oh, my God.
Don't have the stomach for watching all that ass licking.
Oh, my God. The suction was so bad. I was
Just
being
lick
sucked
'em.
into the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, a little more. I mean, I thought he was going to take off his suspenders there in front of Wayne.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, my God. It was...
He's the biggest. He makes Defoe look like a piker. He's the biggest ass licker in this town is Segredo.
Oh, my God. Horrible.
If it has to do with Wayne, if it has to do with U of M, those are the two categories, man. He gets his tongue. He's got a tongue 75 feet long in those two areas.
I mean, King. Larry King has nothing on him.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, my goodness.
Only better suspenders.
Yeah. Well, I'm out of material here,
Well, thanks for the good news, and now I feel better because I missed it.
Can I call somebody a ditchbag?
What just happened to your phone?
Miami Lakes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, at the inspections, don't fall off the ladder.
That's not Eddie Brown, is it?
No, he's a lighter shade.
Okay.
All right.
See ya. A lighter shade of pale. I bet you Eddie's a whiter shade of pale, too, after standing out there in the three-corner this morning, getting shot in the arm. He just standing around, got shot in the shoulder. Downtown Eddie Brown. What's it with all these damn U of M football players getting shot all over the goddamn place or shooting it up or whatever they're doing? Man, there's something really stinks. You can't spell scum without UM. Open lines in Broward. 14 of them right now. 14 open lines in Broward. 524. When we come back after the news, I want to see 178 calls on the Broward lines. You know what happened in Broward? They're all on their way to Schloimies right now. They're on their way to Schloimies. And by the way, they're putting all that stuff on special, 50% off, but the sale ends at 2 this afternoon.
Hey, Newt, we got your contract right here. 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
Incredible.
Jennifer's going to, in the next 6 months, all the ugly people are going out. All the good-looking young guys are coming in. Way to go, sweetheart.
News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk with Neil, call 751-WIOD in Dade, 524-WIOD in Broward. Outside the 305 area code, it's toll-free, 1-800-944-WIOD. And Cellular One customers can call pound IOD at no charge. Now, The Neil Rogers Show on News, Talk, and Entertainment Radio, 610 WIOD.
It's the 1 to 2 hour.
What's the matter with lesbian golfers? Can't you tell we really love hitting balls?
Yes!
The only thing that separates us from the men is the country club's bathroom stalls. I love my girlfriend, who's also my caddy. She's the femme, I'm the butch, she calls me daddy. Muff dive at 5, tuna taco, alright, it's still ladies golf to me.
Rectum.
My favorite hole that doesn't have any number, a green or a fairway. Don't sweat me 'cause I'm a snapper, lapper. I play golf and I'm gay.
Rectum.
I missed my tee time, got caught in the clubhouse. Lesbian golf is the only kind with dugouts. I'm gay, let's play LPGA. It's still ladies golf to me.
Just lick 'em.
Riders disgrace, chicks sit on my face. It's still ladies golf to me.
Okay, it's official now. We already knew it. It was in the papers, and I told you about it days and days ago. I told you they weren't going to go out and hire a big name because they don't want to pay the money. So Panthers general manager Brian Murray, you remember the life of Brian, concluded his 2-month search for a head coach by promoting Doug McClain, the team's director of player development and a pro scout, to that position. He becomes the Panthers' second head coach, replacing the brain-dead Roger Nielsen. Maybe that's the thing. We want to have like all brain stems as coaches of the professional teams here. So there we go. Doug McClain. Keep that name in mind. It's a good Canadian name, eh? McClain, McLeod, Proudfoot, all those good Canadian names. Look at that phone, baby. What a sad sight that is to me. 2 open lines in Dade, 2 in Broward, the 2 green lines, the 2 out-of-state lines, the 2 in-town lines, the out-of-this-world lines. It's desperate, deadly. But I'll wait. And we still never had one person to watch that thing on A&E last night. That thing had a lot of hype. A lot of hype.
I missed the hype and the show.
Well, evidently it didn't have a lot of hype here. It had a lot of hype around the country. So if you missed it last night, consider yourself, whatever you were doing instead, consider you spent the time a hell of a lot better than if you watched it. It sucked. It was a real pseudo-intellectual. Basically what it was a hatchet job on CNN, number 1, which I think is totally uncalled for, and number 2, on right-wing talk hosts, which I also think is uncalled for. See, that's the way the right-wingers always have felt, is that, well, if we disagree with you, then like the religious right, then your opinion isn't covered by First Amendment. It's only people who agree with us. Well, that's a bunch of crap. But now all of a sudden we have pseudo-liberals turning around saying, well, it's all these ultra-right-wing alarmists on the air. They're the ones creating the problems. Bullcrap. The people are the ones creating the problems. And if that's the kind of people we got, well, we're going to, that's what's going to happen to us. We'll have to suffer the fallout. Got it? You don't got it. 2 open lines in Broward. I will wait until every goddamn one of those Dayton-Broward lines is filled, and I'm not going to make a move. I'm not moving a muscle. I'm not moving Mr. Muscle. I'm not even touching it. By the way, we got Tropical Chevrolet on the air, which, thank God, they're great people. They've been very nice to me over the last couple of years here. They take care of my Corvettes. They do a great job. They got great service. And I'm going to be buying my Vets there in the future. And I just, they sent the brochure on the 95 Vets because the 96s are coming out any day. And I'm looking at the colors here. Do you know they have the car that I've been looking for forever? Dark purple metallic. Now, I know they've only got a handful. I think they got 6 Vets left on the lot. But, man, if they had or could find for me a brand-new 95 dark purple metallic Vet, I would get rid of one of those 94s faster than you can say slime ball. Man, is that a beautiful color or what? That's exactly what I want, is a purple Vet. Not that burgundy. I mean, there have been some colors close out of the several Vets I've had. What was the one with the 40th anniversary? What the hell color was that?
Navy.
No. It was not blue at all. It was like it was kind of like a purplish, burgundy something or other. Do you remember that 40th anniversary one, the one that was extra expensive? But this color here, at least what I see on the thing, man, that looks like it. I think I just struck the mother lode. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
I just came back from vacation. I was up in Washington, D.C. with my wife and 2 kids. And
yeah.
The people up there are totally different. I mean, Maryland, Virginia. You go around, they say hello to you, how you doing?
The people everywhere are totally different.
Yeah, absolutely correct. You know, there's no question about it. I'm originally from Connecticut. I went up to Foxwoods, and you talk about an ultra-conservative state. Connecticut's very conservative, but they have the gambling up there, and they take it seriously. The place is rocking and rolling. They busloads of people from Massachusetts, New Jersey are going up there. It's unbelievable. New York, it's incredible. They can't get gambling down here, and I don't understand it.
Well, I understand it very well because I've been here long enough to understand these people. Stone Age.
How's the diet going?
The diet has come to a screeching, I'm in limbo.
Uh-huh.
Just call me Mr. Limbo.
I lost, I only needed to lose 12 pounds,
yeah.
And I lost 12 pounds within 2 weeks on this thing.
Great.
It's incredible.
Well, I'm not gaining any back, but I'm just in neutral now, and a guy calls before and says, well, you got to cut out the cheese, you've got a yeast problem, which he does talk about in the book. And, I mean, I'm just frustrated because I think I've been doing, with a couple of exceptions, pretty damn well. I sure haven't been eating any sweets or anything really bad, and I just can't make any more progress.
Were you? I was out of town when Dr. Atkins was down on the 14th.
Oh, we had a turnout that was incredible.
Yeah, a lot of people are into this diet.
Thousands.
You're doing a good job. Thanks a lot,
Okay,
Neil.
thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're all doing great, and I'm, 15 pounds and holding. I was up to, 17, 18? I would say 15 right now, to be very honest. And I'm just stuck there. Just get on that scale. No, actually, it's more like 16 or 17. But I get on the scale, it just stays the same every day. And even on days like yesterday, which I thought I did pretty damn good yesterday, I did damn good. And I get on the scale this morning, and the same. It's still stuck there. Come on, kick it, jam it. Kick it a little bit. Bang it around a lot. Do something. And it's still just sitting there like a damn lump, that needle on that meter there. And it's getting me pissed off. See, if I were smart, I'd be saying to myself, yeah, but look at you getting rid of that diabetes medication. You've got almost all of your blood pressure medication is gone. I mean, it's miraculous. My blood pressure is great on hardly any medication anymore. So I should be ecstatic. But I'm not. I created the monster, and now they're all playing with him, and I'm sitting on the sidelines watching. That's the bad part. You know what I'm saying? They're all having a good time, and I'm the one that's just hanging back, waiting for some miracle to happen. In addition to which, we still can't find what we're looking for in here. Instead of eating those nuts just now, it's another example. Instead of eating those nuts, if we to have like the weenie place. And every goddamn place we hear about, oh, well, they're closed till the middle of August. They're closed till August 1st. That goes to show you, again, what kind of a horse and buggy town this is. They're closed. They could have them lined up from here to Savannah, Georgia, if we had a place with this stuff. We talked about it till I'm blue in the face. They're all closed. You can't find them. They're nowhere. But our fat boy down there, he's going to see that meat place today, the one in Plantation. And I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves there about 4 or 5 o'clock. They'll probably be all out. 114 at WIOD.
610 WIOD. Dad, are we there yet?
Salespeople are ice holes.
Wake up, sleepy jury, wake up. Wake up, sleepy jury, wake up.
Oh, man.
All 12 are sound asleep. Been dozing off for several weeks.
I killed Nicole.
This ride is over, it's quite a shock to Gito's really freaked. Wake up, sleepy jury. Wake up, sleepy jury. Well, what are we gonna tell the media? What do we tell Marcia Clark? What are we gonna tell our friends when they let O.J. walk? We felt a little woozy. We took a little snoozy. Well, those expert witnesses put you right to sleep. Yeah, they're better than sawing wood or counting sheep. Wake up, sleepy jury. Judge Ito's in a fury. We got a mistrial.
Are you...
Round up a new jury. Wake up. Line up a new jury. Wake up.
Okay, 118 at WIOD. We got 2 lines in Dade still sitting there real quiet like, because it's Monday, man, and most of them are out of town, and leave them alone. They don't want to be bothered, and they're a bunch of lazy assholes. Guy called George and said that whole thing about cheese and the yeast, which I'll admit, that's not a section in the book that I paid too much attention to. Because, you know, I do shower fairly regularly. I didn't assume I had a yeast problem, even though it's a different kind. But anyway, the guy who called you said that the cheese that you eat, now let me get this straight, as long as you eat like the regular cheese, like my Jarlsberg, that's okay. But when you eat the processed cheese, like those slices that have got like a bunch, again, that's that chemical thing, right? That's where you got the problem. So what if I made my cheeseburgers and just like sliced my Jarlsberg thin and melted it down in there? That would be good, huh? Huh? You think? I don't know. See, that's the problem. Nobody gives me any good information. They want to suck from me all the information like about Schleimies, but they don't want to give me anything because they basically don't want me to lose weight anyway. Fort Lauderdale, hello.
Sometimes you just go on a plateau.
But for how long? 9 days?
It's a long plateau.
Oh, man, but you get to the top of it and you want to jump.
I got a few things to mention.
I feel like I'm right on the edge of it.
Over the weekend, I happened to catch for the first time on Channel 7, Cinnamon Stouffer.
Oh, my God.
That putz that you got on Saturday morning, that redneck idiot, must have his brains in his ass.
He does.
Because she is nothing.
You're right, she's nothing. She's pasty and putrid.
The other
you mean he thinks she's hot stuff, Cinnamon Stouffer?
He throws her name out like she is a goddess.
Oh, God.
And I mean, first of all, I can't think of his name, but I've heard.
You mean Chris Baker?
Yeah, I think that's him.
Yeah.
And then I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Fat Rich.
Yeah.
Does he have a license plate that says Fat Rich?
Yes, he does.
Well, up until now, I thought that you'd been cruel sometimes in your description, but I believe you now.
Oh, now, wait a minute. He's lost a ton of weight.
No, I just saw him driving.
Yeah, but he's lost a ton of weight recently. You should have seen in the old days.
I just saw him sitting behind the wheel. He's a...
You know, Fat Rich reminds me of my mother.
He's a giant in the industry.
He is just a miserable-looking thing. But anyhow...
Well, that's a bad thing to say, even though it's true.
Well,
but,
I mean,
he's a big guy.
You've said it. What are you going to do?
Well, he used to be enormous. He's lost about 60 pounds.
Oh, well...
So try to envision that.
Well, then no, thank you.
And especially envision him in that little car that he drives. Okay?
Yeah.
Now you're getting the picture.
Yeah. The other thing I want to talk to you about is Bill Calder.
Yeah.
One of your favorite subjects. I know that you like Bill Calder. Every day when the radio station does its late in the afternoon or early in the evening when they go through, he used to call the pattern change. What is that?
Pattern change.
I mean,
when they change power, change power, change direction. Yeah.
Well, I've listened to IOD since he came on with Ranieri and Big Wilson
right.
back in the
and
70s.
Larry King, don't forget.
Yeah, he made Larry King.
Right. The great entertainers.
Yeah, the great entertainers.
Right.
He made Larry King what he was.
That's for damn sure.
Because King was never anything by himself. How'd you like to see Bill Calder with Phil?
They remind me a lot of each other. I think of that all the time.
Wouldn't that be a great thing?
Yeah, they both have the same kind of sense of humor and the same hairdo.
But every day when I'm listening, every time I'm listening to the station, it goes through the pattern change. Now, this is going on for like 18 years now, or whatever it was. Every time Bill Calder comes to mind, every time I hear that, because he used to make a big deal out of the pattern change.
Yeah, he had a great sense of humor.
He was fantastic.
Great guy.
He was unbelievable. But I just wanted to, I know that you really appreciated him and you liked him.
You better believe it.
But to see he and
but you know something?
Hendry would.
But this town never really did appreciate him. He was never He was never a big success here. I know it frustrated the hell out of him when he was on this station 2 or 3 different times. He did okay, but never all that great. And then, of course, he was on QAM in the morning. They put the final nails in Bill's coffin at QAM. They really stuck it to him.
Made him do country music or something. But when he was on in the middle 70s, through that period of time, I think the audience that he had really appreciated him.
I hope so.
He was brilliant.
He was a great guy.
But, yeah, that's it.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good day.
See ya. Finally found this, by the way.
Sometimes I feel that life is passing me by. Sometimes I feel that people don't want to smile. But when I listen to your show, you make me smile like a child. And you can help me get by, my friend. Bill called it on my radio. Bill called it on my radio. On my radio. On my radio.
Yes, I am.
See, the reason I couldn't find a cart for that the other day is because it's in the DCS. Where the hell I was looking for it beats the hell out of me. 123 at WIOD.
610 WIOD. Ask us no questions and we'll tell you no lies.
Neil? God?
Who the hell are you?
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just so there is no misunderstanding, have everybody be seated, please. Oy vey. We're wasting time. If you're going to keep doing that, I'm going to stop you right here. You're not making this easy, are you, Mr. Goldberg? Counsel, this whole line needs to be done in a different way. And now here it is again. Because, Your Honor, in the same day, I'm going to stop you right here. Have everybody be seated. Oy vey.
Your Honor, I think that I was...
Mr. Scheck, I'm going to tell you for the 4th time, no. Sit down.
This is much ado about nothing.
Sit down.
No, I'm serious. You know something, Your Honor? This is very unfair.
Sit down.
That's very unfair.
Sit down.
Are you afraid of Miss Clark?
Sit down. We're in recess.
127. Little Andy just came back from the doctor, and he said...
I don't do my job as well when I'm constipated.
But hey, how can you tell the difference? So anyway, he's okay. The doctor checked him out. He gave him some... Boy, a guy your age to be going to the doctor for bowel problems... Isn't that sad? Man, I can just see Andy 50 years from now in his little condo in Hollywood on the beach. Oh, man. Oh, look at this. Look what I just found. This old bottle of Fibercon. I remember from 50 years ago, the doctor gave it to me for a similar problem. Oh, it's in the bag. Man. But hey, maybe something about this area now. Maybe all of even the young people are going to start getting constipated because I think it rubs off. I think it's catching. It's in the air. Here's North Miami. Hello.
Give him the honeydew.
Okay, let's go to Parkland. Hello.
One thing's for sure, you never star 69 me.
Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? Listen, I saw that on A&E last night.
Yeah. Oh, you're the one who saw it.
Huh?
You're the other guy who saw it.
Yeah, I'm the only one who has 4 hours to kill, right?
Oh, man. Kill, I think butchered is the word.
By the way, first of all, that color purple you're talking about for that vet?
Yeah.
Man, it's outstanding.
Dark purple metallic.
Anything would look good painted that.
Yeah, I agree.
Even my piece of crap Camaro, but...
No, the Camaro's okay.
I was just thinking...
Fair.
What got me was how phony the news people are, that, what they put them through and everything, and, wear your hair like this and your makeup like
this. Yeah,
this.
the first hour was the best part, even though they just had that dumb little bitch from York, Pennsylvania.
Right, that was driving me crazy.
But after that, I mean, what the hell was the point? I mean, if you like CNN, fine. If you don't like it, that's okay.
Yeah, they chopped them up pretty good.
Yeah, they chopped them up. I don't see what the purpose. I mean, it's an all-news station, so naturally when there's some major event, like when the Challenger blew up, or when we had the war in the Gulf or whatever, naturally, or the O.J. trial, they're going to get a much bigger viewership.
To me, it sounded like they were trying to make it look like Ted Turner started the war for ratings,
Is that it?
That's what it sounded like.
And then, of course, the thing was true about the Goodwill games. Nobody gave a crap about it, and they showed the empty stands, which is true. Nobody cared about it, and everybody knows that already.
But I was thinking, what if they had, instead of using that lady, used Rick Sanchez or some of the phonies down here?
Right. That would have been good.
Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to tell you I saw it. And, the other thing was the other talk show hosts, like Rush, and I didn't know how big they were after watching that, because I can't stand any of those guys, but... Man, there's some dumb people to fall for any of this crap.
Exactly,
and
but you know something?
But
But that's the point. If the people are that stupid, then that's what we get. That, this is a nation of stupid people. Education means nothing in this country. So if we got stupid people running around and they're buying into bull crap, that's the way it is. That's America.
I kept watching. It was 2 hours, and then he kept going in our next hour, and then in our next hour. Oh, my God.
Too much.
All right, Neil. I know
Okay,
you got
pal.
the news.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who wasted my time.
Right.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. 2
open lines. We got the news? We got the news now or what? He just said we got the news. Where's Jennifer? Oh, she's in there with Brian. She's teaching him. 2 open lines in Broward, 524, cut the crap, and 1 in Dade, 751. See, nothing will ever change. That's why you got all these people, even at this late date. There are probably people getting really panicky because they said the defense said there's only about a week and a half left in the O.J. trial in their thing. And if that thing is over in a couple of weeks, baby, there are going to be millions of people in this country who are going to need therapy. That's going to be the newest deal is therapy, O.J. withdrawal therapy. There will be millions of people who have absolutely no life whatsoever. What are they going to do with their whole day every day when you take away O.J.? Oy vey. Like my mother. She said to me last week, "Now you've been watching the trial." I said, "No, it's boring as crap." But, of course, when she says it's boring as crap, that obviously is the tip-off right there. She's watching it every minute it's on. Sad. Very, very sad. Take up Mahjong, Mom. It's a lot of fun. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Okay.
Got some questions in Amsterdam. I'm going in September.
There's a McDonald's there.
How's the weather? Second week, middle of September.
The weather in Amsterdam is generally pretty bad. Nobody goes to Amsterdam for the weather. It's generally pretty murky. It's pretty close to England, and they have the same thing with a lot of drizzling and clouds. It's in what time of year?
Middle of September.
Well, that's a matter of luck. I mean, how long are you going for?
5 days. And then after that, I'm going over to Paris for 4 days.
I would expect weather like, in the mid to upper 50s, low 60s. It never gets real cold, so maybe down to like 45 at night.
Right.
And it's just a matter of luck. You might hit a hot spell. Like last year, we went there in early July, and it was like 87 and humid. It was like boiling, scorching, which it almost never gets that hot. So it's just a matter of luck. But don't expect great weather. Take an umbrella. I'm serious.
And as far as getting around, you took taxis? Is that how you, from like wherever you're going throughout the city? Is that
No, you walk, really. It's easy to walk around, unless the weather is crappy. They've got a tram system, they got buses, they got cabs. Cabs are pretty, you really don't need cabs.
Right. Great.
Pretty easy town to walk around in. The only problem you'll have is the names of the streets.
Right.
So get yourself a good map and get an idea of, because Ujis, Bergval, and Vestige, it's east and west. They all sound the same. They all got like 400 letters.
Right.
But once you look at a map, it's not that hard.
And as far as sites not to miss,
I would go see the Anne Frank house.
Yeah.
And other than that, it depends on what you're into. If you're into art and fartsy stuff like that in the Royal Palace, you can go see that.
Right.
If you're into like living and breathing people, you just go outside and you won't miss anything.
So walking gets you around pretty much everywhere.
You bet.
Terrific.
Have a great time, pal.
Thanks a lot, Neil.
See ya. Yeah, Amsterdam's a hell of a place. It's a little bit too sleazy for me to ever want to be there a hell of a long time. But, a little sleaze once in a while is okay. Unlike down here where we don't want any sleaze. We want a lily white. We want it so perfectly clean. We want everybody to be like a eunuch down here. That's what it's all about. Everybody should be a eunuch. Don't even talk about it, much less do anything. That's the deal. And it's goddamn Jesse Helms and Newt Gingrich. Oh, yeah, we love that cigarette lobby, baby. See, that's nothing new. The Republican Party's always been on the side of big business and let them do whatever the hell they want, pollute the air and the water, and kill people with every kind of poison product that's ever been invented, deregulate everything for fun and profit. So why should that be any surprise? While this homophobic fat jackass from North Carolina is running around, well, we don't want to fund no more AIDS research because all them faggots are doing is, it's their own destructive behavior. Right, just like the smokers, it's their own destructive behavior. So let's not spend any more money on cancer research either. Brilliant. Okay, that's a great idea, Jesse, you jackass, you fat tub of crap. If you ever doubted that crap could walk, just take a look at Jesse Helms, okay? Because there is crap on 2 legs, make no mistake about it. Of course, he's a big hero down here because he said the right 2 words.
Liberty, parachute.
Or 3, whatever the hell it was. How's Fidel's daughter doing, by the way? She's doing Larry King? 135 at WIOD.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? First time caller, long time listener.
Great.
Want to thank you about that diet, the Atkins diet.
Yeah, you're doing good, huh?
9 pounds in 1 week. Oh!
Great.
But I want to find out, I was listening to you on the radio in my car.
Yeah.
And I heard you talk about no carbohydrate bread.
Oh, it's Schlemmies, yeah.
Where do you get that at?
Schleimy's Market.
Schleimy's?
Schleimy.
Where's that at?
Let's see. What's the address again? 197-400 East Hallandale Beach Boulevard.
197?
Yeah, 197-400 East Hallandale Beach Boulevard.
Oh, great.
You know, that recipe's got in the back of the book for the bread?
Right, yeah.
That's where it's at.
Oh, good.
So you don't have to go through potchking around making it yourself.
Oh, because I've been going crazy without no bread.
There you go.
But I've been eating a lot of hamburgers, steak, lobster, shrimp, everything.
Can't beat it.
And the same thing with soda, no caffeine.
Right.
But I'm living on seltzer.
What's wrong with that?
No, it's good. It's all right.
Okay, keep it up, pal.
Thanks a lot, Al.
See ya.
Bye.
Open line and date, 751. I'm going to, I'm going to keep giving it my best shot. I'm going to go for another month. I'm going to go for another 5 months. I'm going to do anything I can just to get that needle on the scale to move. Move it already. Move it. Drop it. What I'm going to do, I think, is just psychologically, I'm going to, move it back myself. You know how they have that little, yeah, I'm going to move it back so it's about 10 pounds below the zero. Get on there and say, all right, look at that. I've lost 80 pounds just since yesterday. Must have been those nuts. Sometimes nuts will do it for you. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami.
Neil.
Buenas tardes.
Oh, my phone's going crazy. Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
I'm a frame rep. I sell optical frames.
Yes?
Met you a couple of weeks ago. I was thinking you do need a new frame.
Yeah.
I
what do you mean? When you looked at him, you thought I needed a new frame?
Yeah, you got plastic. You need a nice metal frame on your face.
Well, what do you mean a nice metal frame?
Well,
what are
you're
these?
wearing a plastic frame now.
No, I have a metal frame. You don't know what you're talking about, man. I got a metal frame.
You had a plastic frame a couple weeks ago when I met you. It was real big. It was a little big for you.
It's not a plastic frame. They're metal. What just happened? What the hell just happened to him? He said his phone was going nuts?
This is your...
What the hell happened to him? Did his phone die, or is that just a nut? Plastic frame's my ass. Where the hell is he? Now, do you understand that? Out of all the bizarre things that we've ever had on the phone, I mean, here's a guy that calls me and must...
Hello?
Yes?
Neil, so my phone crapped out. Sorry, I'm at a payphone.
I think your phone... Oh, you're at a payphone.
And I ran back to get a quarter, and I heard you on the radio saying, where'd he go? So
I called you this time, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, my God. Thanks a lot.
All right, I don't wear plastic. I haven't had plastic frames in years.
I apologize. It did look it to me.
They just look crappy and chintzy. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, they're a little oversized, you know? You need a nice Italian designer.
What do you mean they're oversized?
They're a little big for your face.
No, they're not.
Neil, I'm the expert here. Trust me.
So, in other words, you're going to pick out what I like. Is that what you're saying?
I want to make a gift to you. Absolutely. That's what I do for a living.
Yeah. When are they going to be here?
Tell me when you want them. Do you want me to send them to you?
How are you going to do that?
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
you're going to send me frames. In other words, you just make the frames. You don't.
No. I'm a rep for a company.
I see.
I'm going to give you one of my samples, which are. I mean, they're not used. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, but
and you have to get your prescription lens put in it, of course.
Well, I got my lens. I'm not changing. Well, see, that's the problem. See, this is what I was telling George before off the air.
Right.
This is one of the great rip-offs that these eye places have.
Yeah.
You get your lenses, which I just got these like a couple of months ago.
Right.
And they're perfect. I see great.
You shouldn't have got them at one of the chains, by the way.
I did.
Yeah, I know. You shouldn't have.
But I did.
I know.
And the bottom line is that when you say, okay, the lenses are fine, but I want to get new frames, they say, oh, no, you can't do that because those lenses are made to fit the frame you picked out.
No. Neil, do you trust me?
Yeah.
Okay. If the frame I give you is smaller than the lens you're wearing, than the frame you're wearing now, they can cut down your lens to fit your frame. All you have to do is take a picture. I'll tell you who to take it to in your area.
You're not listening to me.
Go.
These aren't single vision. These are like...
Doesn't matter.
They have...
Does not. What do you got? A bifocal or?
Right.
Oh, it's not a problem. They can cut it down. You live in Sunrise. I got a ton of accounts.
I live in Sunrise.
You live in that area.
In Plantation Acres. Don't ever say I live in Sunrise,
Sorry.
please. Not for another 20 years, please.
Yeah, exactly. I got about 50 to go, but I have a lot of accounts out there. That'll cut it down for you. It'll cost you next to nothing.
Okay.
You get a beautiful new frame.
Great.
Now,
but you're going to pick it out?
Well,
what if I don't like it? I don't want some little tiny frame so I look like some kind of a geek. I don't want little granny glasses.
I understand. The best case scenario, I mean, I'd be more than happy to just take my taste and send it to you. Or if you want me to come down and give you a few to pick out, you pick one out you want, and that's it.
That would be great. When are you coming down?
Should I come down tomorrow?
That would be great.
When?
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
During the show.
What time? Anytime?
Anytime during the show.
Or just go downstairs and say, hey, I'm here for the frames?
Just come in here, and they'll get George on the horn, and he'll say, oh, yeah, it's the glass guy. It's the free guy. And,
yeah. I'll be there tomorrow, Neil.
Great.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks a pile. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Yeah, George wants to get the lowdown. Because, otherwise we'll have like 80 other guys here. We got some stuff for you. Want like a plug? And maybe we'll have a little lunch. Yeah, I think that's the solution. I'm going to cut out these lunches on Tuesday at Mommy's. I'm calling her later and say, hey, just buzz off, okay? I'll send you your check in the mail, and just for a few weeks, I'm staying away. Because she's killing me, too, okay? Like last week, I go there to hamburgers. She puts the onions in there again. I said, I don't want the onions. She's got salad. She's got beans. She's got all these different vegetables. I said, I can't eat all of those things. What are you talking about? Man, it's in the book. I even gave her a copy of the book. But because he's got a list of all these different things, she thinks I'm supposed to eat all those different things at one meal. You see what I'm up against? Forget it. You just got to become a hermit. You do it yourself and screw all these other people. Well, that's nice. See, we're going to get some nice frames in here and some lenses, and maybe I'll be able to see something. Like maybe if that Brian comes back. How you doing, Brian? Brian said he never heard a show like this in his life, and what is it that I'm talking about? It's better off you don't know, sweetheart. Here's Hallandale. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Pretty good, pal.
All right. Hey, I'm calling in reference. You got that number for that bakery? I'm lost, and I can't find it.
You're lost?
Yeah.
Where are you?
I'm out in Hallandale.
On East Hallandale Beach Boulevard?
Yeah, I'm down here by the Diplomat.
Yeah. What's the number there?
1750.
1750?
Yeah, East Hallandale Beach Boulevard.
Oh, no, wait a minute. It's west.
Oh, West Hallandale.
West Hallandale Beach Boulevard.
Oh, okay. I'm on the wrong side.
Yeah. Head west. Go west, young man.
Okay, sir.
Okay, good luck. We have an open line in Dade, 751-WIOD, and 2 on the green lines, 1-800-944. How's the Everglades, baby? Maybe it's in Naples. Anyway, 146 at WIOD. I was saying before about Tropical Chevrolet. We are so excited that they're on the air on this show. I can't begin to tell you because Tropical Chevrolet is like our paisans. They're right up the street. They've been there in the same spot forever and ever for 44 years. 44 years. That's like a lifetime. And they're doing some construction right now because they want to give you even better service than ever before, so they're expanding the service department, they're remodeling, they're doing the whole thing, but naturally they are open during the construction, thank goodness, but they're breaking ground to bring you even more service than ever before at Tropical Chevrolet. And let me tell you, when it comes to service, they know these Chevys, they know your car inside and out. I have all my vets go up there for service. In fact, they come right down here, they pick them up, they treat me with velvet gloves. Now here's the good news for you. If you're a vet lover like I am, and believe me, I don't care, you can spend all the money in the world, you'll never at any price buy a smoother riding, a more beautiful, a more luxurious, a faster car. Put all those things together, and you got the hottest car anywhere on the road. Believe me. And if you don't believe me, go over there and drive one. But they've got a half a dozen 95 Corvettes still on the lot at Tropical right now. And for the final 8 days of the month, they're ready to do whatever it takes to get you in the car you want, okay? And as some of you may have read in Automatic News or USA Today, right now the company has given a $1,000 consumer rebate on Corvettes. That's Chevrolet that's doing that. And right now at Tropical, they've got a red coupe. That's one of the 695s they have left. It's a 95 with keyless entry, leather interior, standard equipment. It lists at $37,390. But Tropical Chevrolet is offering $1,000 back from the dealer on this one car, in addition to the $1,000 consumer rebate. So you can get one hell of a deal on that. Get your ass in there fast and ask about it, because that's going to be gone real fast. Tropical Chevrolet, the best in sales, the best in service. You can't beat them with a stick. In Miami Shores, they're right up here on Biscayne and what's the address up there? Biscayne and what's the address, George? Tropical Chevrolet in Miami Shores, right up the street at Biscayne Boulevard and whatever it is. Come see the great 95 Corvettes and all the great Chevys at Tropical Chevrolet. What is it?
8880.
Like I said, 8880 Biscayne Boulevard. Okay, well, that would be nice to have in here. I just mentioned that. I know I nitpick a lot, but hey, I'm just a miserable old bastard.
And so training camp is finally here. While you're in your air-conditioned comfort and thinking about a little happy hour after work, think about the Dolphins in full pads, in full sun, and getting down to business. We're getting down, too, with 610 WIOD Sports Talk live from Dolphins training camp. We'll be there for every drill, every grunt, and every great play. Training camp live with Defoe and the Dolphins on the home of the Dolphins. News, talk, and entertainment radio, 610 WIOD. 610 WIOD. This talk radio stuff is good for you. Your analyst is pretty sure.
Buongiorno. I would like to take a few moments to deliver a little message from the family, the Ticketmaster family. We know that there have been some harsh words spoken about Ticketmaster from some disgruntled members of the entertainment community. But I ask you, is this any way for family to treat each other? Of course it's not. We would like to thank our good friends at the Justice Department for not pursuing that silly little court case against us. And perhaps one day, we may ask the Justice Department to do another small favor for us. I'm sure that they would be happy to do this. Why? Because they're family, and family always sticks together. Capiche? Also, I would like to tell all the concert goers out there that Ticketmaster is still the safest way for you to obtain tickets to your favorite shows. And believe me when I say that safety can be a very fragile thing. Let us suppose for just a moment that you have decided that you want to see a show, but you foolishly try to buy your tickets from some other ticket service. You're standing in line when, let's say a large vegetable truck comes speeding out of control and slams into the ticket outlet and kills everybody in line. This is most unfortunate. Now I know what you're saying. You're saying that this kind of accident could happen anywhere. But believe me when I tell you that there are no accidents. Oh, and please allow me to send this personal message to my good friend, Eddie Vedder. Eddie, I just want to let you know that all is forgiven. Come back to the family. Let's put all this trouble behind us. But if you feel we still have differences that cannot be worked out, we could meet somewhere to discuss it further. Perhaps at a toll booth. I'm sure you remember the one to which I am referring.
Or maybe Louis in the Bronx.
Santini went there often.
So anyway, I wonder if James Conn, which was worse, the toll booth incident or what's her name, Kathy Bates? 151 at WIOD. Here's, see, the problem was it was business and he was taking it personal. Lady Mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard you were getting frustrated because you got stuck on that diet.
And you're the only one who cares.
I care.
Nobody cares. They're all taken from me. They're sucking this diet out of this book, and they're all doing great, and I'm the one that's sitting here just doesn't know whether to scream or push bananas.
I care. I'm here to motivate you.
Okay.
I got stuck for a week.
Yeah.
And then the following week, it was a 4-pound loss.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I'm a slow burner. So
I'm doing a quick burn right now.
I don't want you to lose hope because you've been the motivating factor for me.
I'm not losing hope, but I'm just, I could come on here and lie and say, oh, gee, I lost 30 pounds since I was here Friday, and I could, make it up as I go along, but what's the point in that? Because I got to go out there and face the pubic. They see me, they say, wait a minute, that guy's a fat slob still.
Don't worry about it. Next week it's going to happen.
You think, what do you mean next week? You mean this week?
This week when you get on the scale, but stop getting on the scale every day. That's
No, you're wrong. You got to get on the scale every day.
I do it once a week.
That's bad.
You think?
Yeah, because then you have no idea what's going on. Even the doctor says every day.
As long as your little stick is doing something, then you know you're on the right track.
Yeah, well, my little stick is doing something.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
You take care.
Keep it up.
Bye.
Okay, she says, as long as your little thing is doing something. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil. How you doing?
Okay.
I talked to you last week about, since I talked to you, I cut out the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Cutting back on the nitrites.
Yeah.
I'm up to, I don't know, it's almost a second, 10 days, I guess, 6 pounds.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I'm fine.
Not everybody's going to lose 85 pounds in the first 2 minutes.
I'm fine-tuning it. And
Right.
I have a suggestion for you.
Okay.
I don't know if you do any exercise.
Yeah. Little. I do my treadmill.
I'm not the kind of person who does it normally.
Right.
You have a pool, right?
Yeah.
I bought these things called swim cords that I heard advertised, or actually it was in the paper. And they let you tie these to your ladder and then to your ankles.
To my ladder?
To your ladder or anything that's next to the pool.
What
One
ladder?
End of it has a Velcro.
Who's got a ladder?
Pool. You have a pool ladder.
Yeah,
to
but I
get
don't
out,
got no
right?
ladder.
You have how do you get out of the pool?
It's got
At the
steps.
deep end. Okay. You have a railing anywhere nearby?
No.
You need to find something to attach one end of it to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other two ends you attach to your ankles. And it lets you swim without having to turn laps.
Well, why do I want to do that? I mean, I'm not as lazy as you are.
No, because
it comes as a
it's
shock
not
to you.
a
I might
matter-
actually lap it.
No, it's better than doing it because you have resistance.
Oh, I see.
It's like twice as hard to swim. You get twice as much
It's
out
twice
of it.
as hard in the water?
It's hard. Very hard.
It is very hard.
Yeah.
Especially
in the
if you
water?
have-
That's unusual. I
Yeah.
thought it would be the other way around.
No, if you have no suit on, it gets very hard.
Uh-huh.
Well, unless it's real cold water.
Yeah, uh-huh.
But at any rate, that and cutting back to almost, I cut back. I was at like nothing for 3 or 4
Well,
days.
see, can I tell you something? And this is not an excuse, but if I've got something that I can sink my teeth into,
Right.
And I'm not ravenously hungry all the time, but there are like certain times of the day when you want to eat, like at lunchtime and dinner time, and pretty much that's it. But in this place, like today, we're lost. Now, by now, after all these weeks on this, after the great success we had with the doctor and everything else, wouldn't you think that they would every goddamn day of the week? We've got a couple of days, thanks to Woody Graber, and only thanks to him, that we get some stuff brought in here. But thanks to our sales department, we got squat. Nothing. Zero. Zippity-doo-dah, except a lot of bad copy that makes no sense. That's all we got in this joint.
You need, it's not
These people should be salivating, for crying out loud. You better get on the phone with David Lorenzo, George, right after this show and tell him that we want some of that great stuff they got down here, like on Tuesday, tomorrow.
You get some help. One last thing.
Yeah, we need some help. Like Shula says, we got to have some help.
But I'm not giving up on this thing. You should.
I'm not either. I didn't say I was giving up on it. I'm just frustrated.
Makes sense. Let me ask you. You said Schwemmy's is the name of this place?
There's no such place as that place. I can't do it to you. There's no such place.
But some lady called last week, and I thought she said the bread of life. I heard her the day I called.
Right, she did say that. She did say that. But the problem is we forgot what it was, and we got all these people calling us up, bugging us, and that one old bag that called at the beginning of the show, bugging me because we just can't give them enough information.
Okay. I thought she had said the bread of life, but I called them, and they said no. They didn't know what I was talking about. They said they didn't know what I was talking about. The bread of life in Fort Lauderdale.
So we're back to square one again. We don't know. We haven't got any idea what it is.
Not a clue.
Okay, so
and
tomorrow...
I can't find the soya powder. I want to make it myself.
Forget about bread. Forget about soya powder. Forget about that stuff. If you're having a slow time, just stick with the proteins and the fats. Trust me. Believe me.
Well, it would be nice to make it.
Down the road, later on, and by that time we'll give you the right name of the place.
Well,
we won't even make it up.
Deviled eggs, right?
Whatever you say.
Okay.
Okay, pal. Good luck. Okay, there we go. A little bit of oral encouragement there for me because I need it desperately. Tomorrow, can we work on something for tomorrow? I'm calling Mommy, okay? I'm telling her, forget it. I'll see you like in a couple of months. I'll see you one of these days. Don't make me no more lunches, okay? Because I have to go through this big psychotic episode. Well, I'm just trying to make whatever's in the goddamn book. Damn it. If you don't want it, don't eat it. And I get there, and there's like 17 different things on the table, 16 of which I can't eat, and then in the hamburger, she's got the onions in there. I told her already, don't put no onions in there, Ma. God damn it! Just cut the crap, okay? Just go back and watch OJ and just have a nice life and get out of my face with all that stuff. And then, of course, she brings out the little salad with all kinds of tomatoes and mushrooms, which I also can't eat. And she's got a special salad dressing. I don't want no salad dressing. Even when I was on a diet, I don't like salad dressing. I like the salad plain. I know that's unusual, but that's a bonus. I don't need no salad dressing. You ought to try it. It's like when she makes potato pancakes, and what is it she makes that she always wants? Oh, like Jell-O. When she used to, before the diet, she would make the diet Jell-O for dessert. And she's got that Ready Whip, the low-cal. I don't want whipped cream on my Jell-O. I don't need it. I don't really like it on Jell-O. On a big hot fudge sundae, yeah. But on Jell-O, no. But it's good! So just relax and, just cut the crap. And I'm going to get something in here for tomorrow. Is Wednesday? Are we getting Woody back here again, our friends at South Point? Because that guy called me and to thank me for the great job, South Point Seafood and Steakhouse on the beach. And then maybe Thursday, what are we doing, the Embers again? And if I have one more asshole call in this station and tell us that Hank Goldberg owns a piece of that, we know it. It's a great place. How do you like that, okay? And if he'd stop eating them out of business, they might actually make a profit someday. Oh, Fat Hank owns a piece of that. A bunch of yentas out there. That's all you are, is a bunch of goddamn overgrown yentas. And by the way, that hideous Nomo, that thing he did on the mound the other day, that was disgraceful. It was disgusting. Did you see that? And even did it on a slant. Here's Lauderhill. Hello. Lauderhill.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Gary calling.
Yeah, Gary.
Best place on earth. I just got back from Italy.
Yes, you're right.
Exactly, and I was listening.
Where did you go?
Venice, Florence, Rome, Capri, Milano.
All right.
And it was heaven on earth, just like you were talking about
Didn't I tell you?
Ago.
The food, the people, the climate, the terrain, the sights. What could you want?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then you were talking earlier about the airlines a little earlier.
Yeah.
The guy coming back in United Airlines. You know how they tell everybody to sit down until you get to the gate.
Right.
Everybody stands up before we get there. This guy puts on the brakes and sits there for 10 minutes.
All right, good for him.
He gets over the loudspeaker and tells everybody, sit down, in English and Spanish.
I love it.
Do you think they'd sit down? No.
Really?
No, they wouldn't sit down. So the stewardesses come up and down the aisles and tell them, everybody just sit down. We finally, 15 minutes later, He moves the plane back to the gate.
Good for them. Nice going, United. Excellent job.
They were great, though. But Italy was heaven on earth.
Amen.
Amen to that.
See you in Roma.
Thank you.
Adios. Arrivederci. Buonasera. Get out.
The home of Neil Rogers. And the best legal staff money can buy. 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. News, talk, and entertainment radio. 610 WIOD.
Don't forget to look inside the trunk of the Lexus. Good afternoon. It's